everybody. Welcome to the second episode of the Bench Podcast. I'm joined by Sumire that will present themselves in a bit. I'm happy to see you are in another spot that you will see throughout the podcast. So I am there with Sumire, but they can go and present
Hi.
themselves a little bit more. If you want also to plug something, you guys will have the time at the end. But if you want to say your out of character things, any in character thing, that would
Oh,
be
oh.
great.
Okay. So I'm gonna introduce myself in character, not a character.
But well, introduce yourself and your character.
Hello. I am SlushieGhost. I am the lovely person ghosting who played Sumire, the lamp obsessed moth. Yeah, from the Solen.
From the sun.
From the sun, the
The
mightiest lamp
sun.
there is.
That's a really
The
mighty.
lamp.
That's a really mighty lamp. You're also right about that.
The
Uh,
mightiest lamp.
the mightiest. Okay, speaking of lamp, actually,
Yeah.
and factions. I know you ended up in this. You choose Solen, but passed most of your time in Atelier. Uh,
Yeah.
So you still were like a Celine through and through, but how do you like how did that happen? How do you feel about like changing, going elsewhere, and you know?
Okay. Originally, very, very originally, I mean, look at me. I'm very moon themed.
Yes,
Originally my idea was to be in the Vesperin
Vesperian. Hmm.
because it fit. And then, I remember I was sitting in a call with like a few people and I heard that the Solen actually didn't have many people at the time in the faction. So I kind of felt bad and I decided to join the Solen instead because of that. And then I changed my character's lore slightly to be like, oh yes, I was stuck in a cave. I'm now afraid of the dark. I have to have a bunch of lights everywhere because I'm really afraid of the dark after being stuck in a cave. Um the atelier thing was mostly just because my shop was there. I was trying to make a home in the Solen. I think you might have seen the treehouse that was just abandoned.
Yeah,
Um,
that is lovely too. But
thank you, thank you. I was working on that, but the walk back and forth from Solen to Atelier was so
mm,
exhausting. And I didn't have the portal thingy, and I think as far as I knew, at the time, no one had a portal system set up to go back and forth. So it
yeah,
was just walking and flying, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
yeah. I totally get that. Um, I the walking is nice, but if you have to do like the whole thing every time there is anything that's happening,
Mhm.
I can totally see that.
Yeah.
Um, you brought the fact that your character like moved a bit. I know I didn't like, for example, my end of story was not at all like my backstory was kind of like forgotten about. I might do more in season 3 about that actually.
Mhm.
So my goals and everything changed. You said you changed like the faction and everything. So how do you feel about like your in the end after everything, your whole character? Like, what was like how you came up with it? What was a thing that made you realize like you like it, or that would like would you want to change? Like everything around the character. Like, how do you feel about now that it's done? How do you feel about it?
Mm, I'm very happy Samir turned out the way they did. I still have some things like I wish I could have done originally. Like originally Samir was supposed to like get her possibly like lose a wing or like hurt their wing and they were supposed to get very into dragons.
Yeah,
But because everyone hunted down the dragons very early on and there were basically no more dragons on the surface,
yeah. Too much
I
people were
couldn't
into dragons, to be honest.
yeah, I couldn't really do that plot line anymore.
Yeah,
Because originally, the way I was telling my chat originally was they were supposed to be very like lamp and dragon obsessed because they had just come out of like the cave. They meet like these beautiful fucking creatures that can fly and everything and can fly faster than them.
yeah,
And they were supposed to like get super into them. I wanted them to like technically have maybe like 3 to 4 dragons just because of how much they love them and be like a mother to these dragons.
Mhm.
But yeah, everyone killing all the dragons wasn't in my plans. Because usually the
Yeah.
ice and fire mod is a lot. Because I've played with this mod pack before. It's usually
Mm-mm.
a lot harder. But a thing that was happening on the server, they tended to get bugged. So some of the dragons would just sit there and take it.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it led to the extinction of a lot of them.
definitely. I feel like the dragon hunt thing was crazy on the server. I didn't expect
It
it to be as
was.
many people as wanting to have
Mhm.
eggs or bones or stuff because some was for like having the kid, but some was just for the hunt of the thing in RP and stuff. So it was really like everybody wanted to go and get dragons, which
Yeah.
is a crazy thing.
On top of that, usually with the ice and fire mod, you want like a massive amount of space. Like as much space as possible so they generate
Mm-mm.
as much as possible. We had like I think what was it 7,000 by 7,000 like each way of like a world border.
Maybe 8K, but yeah.
Yeah, so like at a certain point, it was like I can't really go out anymore to go find more dragons because we're stuck, we're done.
Mm-mm,
I
mm-mm.
understood why we had the world border because some people would have gone far, but yeah, it kind of threw a little wrench in the plans, and I couldn't do my dragon thing. Sumire
Yeah.
actually was like my third character I had made for this damn server.
Yeah, I heard you went through multiple iteration
Yes,
of the thing.
yes.
Samir is a good like landing one though, I feel because you still can explore way more.
Mhm.
Because of the faction thingy, you like hopped around even before like creating, being like Vesperine, then go to Celine, then stay at Celine and stuff. I feel like you have
Yeah.
the overall vision of everything more than some people do, even in some of like lore, because you
Mhm.
were interested in like every goddess and how that thing worked.
I was. No, I
So,
remember I remember I had shown the Solen people my design, and one of the gods was like, "Why are you in Solen?" And I'm like, "Um,
mm-mm.
lamp."
Lamp, big
Lamp.
lamp in sky.
And that kind of started a lot of the lamp bit where I'm just
Yeah,
like, yes, lamp, yes."
it's a good bit though. Like it is
Oh,
just
thank
great.
you. Thank you. I was so happy it turned out really well.
It really does. Really ended well. Um, you talk about Fire and Ice a lot, which I discover most of the mods. Well, every mod. I don't even know Minecraft as much. You seem to know a few things already,
Yes.
and like, how deep did you know what was in the pack, and also what like piqued your interest in the pack? That could be a good thing or a bad thing. But
Mhm.
what do you like take away, I should say, from this whole mod pack that we have for like now 3 weeks, give or take? Like, what is the thing you were like, oh, cool, or like, ooh, that's strange?
Um, so this isn't my first rodeo in terms of like Minecraft SMPs. I've been in a wide array of them with a bunch of different mod packs. Um, I so like a lot of these are like the very common Minecraft SMP mods.
Mm.
Um, the thing I was very interested in mostly was like the role play, but like mod pack wise, seeing the D&D dice thing was very new.
Yeah, and I think
I
that was
had
custom
yeah.
made by Ammo, actually.
Yeah, yeah, like, I'd never seen anything like that before, and I wanted to see how, I was really excited to see how it meshed with, like, the magic stuff,
Yeah.
'cause iron and, iron spells and spell books is my bread and butter. I fucking love that mod pack. I'm a very, like, magical obsessed person, so, like, that was my favorite thing. I knew from the beginning how to do everything with that, so I feel like I had a head start. Um, but I was really interested to see how, like, the D&D dice stuff, like, affected the other mod
Really
packs,
impacted.
and
Yeah.
I thought it turned out really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
at one point I noticed Hyrie or like Thea, she was not getting hit by any of my spells unless the dice rolled a 20. And I thought that was the coolest shit ever. Cause it
Yeah,
encourages you to build dodge and stuff.
it
So
was
you have to
actually
roll higher.
yeah, it actually have an impact. Every stat were actually really useful.
Mhm.
Except maybe Constitution, which was just basically HP. That was like the most meh one, but still it's still HP, which you can
Yeah.
build upon, which is still not that bad.
I think my most meh one was probably the thing I got really into because of my shop, which was like the rings and the jewelry stuff.
Mm.
Because we already had all these like little relic stuff. We had all the charms and baubles. So those mostly did like everything the rings did, but better.
Yeah.
Um, so it kind of felt like a little redundant to have all of those. Like at one point I stopped selling them as like for the stats and I just began selling them as wedding rings, like the one you have in your hand.
Yeah, that I will never get rid of until the thing is
Yay!
done. I need to actually check how you make it. So if I come back on season 3, we still have them, even if it's just like a
I mean,
decorating piece
I think I
somewhere.
could probably ask them about the like a starting kit type thing because you're already in season 2, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. But I need to look at
Mm.
the color, the thing, so I'm sure,
It was very easy. I can easily help you out if you need.
Yeah, so that way I could just have the same because I don't want to leave that.
Mm.
And if you have a house in season 3 with Aura, I want at least the rings to be even if I don't have them in the end always. Like this is new,
Yeah,
so it
yeah.
worked. I'm also just gonna add the green pixel onto my skin so it works.
Mhm.
But yeah, um, but that was nice. I think the way you like transform the whole ring into like actual like because the server actually went a lot into romance arcs. Strangely enough.
Oh my god, it all swapped over so quickly.
Yeah, so
Oh
I
my
just
god.
like the quick thinking of like, okay, no wedding rings, we good. We have a new
Can I
business
tell
now.
you, I'm pretty sure I'm single-handedly the reason why those 2 got married.
Twin Willow.
Because yeah,
Yeah.
because I found out I can make engagement rings. It was a very simple, like just a bunch of gold in like a circle without the middle.
Mm.
And I made them, and I remember I was trying to buy my shop, and I was like, "Hey, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Hear me out. You would lower the price of the building. I'll toss in like 2 engagement rings for you and a special someone."
And that's what that could be if
That
I
that literally, like, caused a cat like, the fucking crumbling of
if
just
I get
everything.
Lux or Summer, I'll ask them if that's the reason
Mm-mm.
why. I actually, you know what? Let me take my note on that.
She literally told me, she's like, "I wasn't planning on getting married, and I got these rings," and I was like, "I know where this can go."
That's great though.
Yeah, no, and then I feel like I single-handedly, because of that, started the big romance boom,
Yeah, I
because
mean,
it all started happening after the wedding.
with Aura, I can tell you from my side at least. With Aura, well, Fizz, we started the flirting before the wedding, and we actually,
Mhm.
if everything went fine, we would have had our wedding before the Fuen Wheeler one, but we both said out of character that
Mm.
we wanted to wait for them because the symbolic of them marrying first.
Oh.
So that's why I
You
kind of
should have done
rushed it
it.
after the wedding to propose, so that way, blah blah blah.
Mhm.
But I in our character, we talked like really. It wasn't like the huge conversation type thing, but in my mind, we could have had the wedding a little bit before, or all on the same day. But I didn't want to ruin the Twin Willow thing.
Mhm.
But it works out. I think it did.
It worked out, it
And
worked
now
out.
there is the Thea and Ren wedding.
She asked me to be her ring bearer, and I'm gonna be so dramatic tomorrow.
Oh yeah, please do, please be.
I'm gonna be so fucking dramatic tomorrow. I'm not kidding.
I'm all ready for it.
Like that is my ex who said, "Oh, I'll come
Do
back and talk to you, and we'll try to continue our relationship," and next thing you know, she comes back from an adventure, and she's married,
mm.
and
And
I'm like,
they ask you
"Excuse
to
me?"
yeah, I know that's crazy.
And I'm the
Yeah.
ring bearer now.
Yeah, no, it actually it is.
Samir has been cucked so many times, dude. Oh my god.
Awesome here. Speaking of Thea and everything, well, maybe Thea is not the best option to do the segue, but I know a bunch of people have like their favorite character in the
Mm,
SMP, or their least favorite, I guess, in that sense. What are like
yeah.
the one or two character that just impacted you? That could be for like their cuteness, the story,
Oh my
their
god.
not out of character, mind you, not the people in themselves, because I think like
Mhm.
everybody, the list is like long, like 100 names
Oh my
long.
god.
But do you have like your one? If you don't have like on top of your mind, like the one.
No, I have one, and this is more like a recent thing, and it's gonna greatly affect their story going forward. But Milk Milk single-handedly, like, has just impacted my entire story now.
Yeah.
It's why I have this bear on my head.
Oh.
Like, dude, oh my god.
Yeah.
Originally, I was gonna say someone like, I'm blanking on the name. Um, Mary, because Mary has been there a lot for Samir and
Mm.
has, like, encouraged Samir and, like, helped out Samir through, like, their weird breakup situation.
Yeah.
Um, but, like, if we're talking seriously, and with things going into the next season, definitely Milk. That little bear Gao Gao is about to, like, impact their entire story. They are gonna go from, like, a bubbly, like, little creature to being on a very dark warp path.
The Warpath to me is crazy. I still I'm
Mm-mm.
excited to see it in action.
I'm
Um,
hoping I can convey it properly. I don't know if I can play an overly serious character.
I, I'm
Like
I think you can.
my idea with it is I'll still be like very happy and like joyous around the people I knew originally. But when it
Mm-mm.
comes to newer people, they're gonna be slightly reserved and cold. Um and they're gonna like have like just revenge on their mind for the most part from now on.
Mm.
Because they want to get stronger. They have like this whole mission now to defeat Facade and avenge Milk.
Which is a good
Mm.
storyline, honestly, going into season
It
3.
is. It
Yeah.
is.
I really like where this is going on.
Mhm.
And
Y-
so season 3, you already have like the basic idea you want to go for then.
yes.
Because I feel like some people want to like keep their characters, some want to like get rid of them. I
Mhm.
know you kind of with everything, you kind of want to go for the Warpath, Sumire, like Vengeance arc,
Yes.
going to get full facade, which is still gonna be
Mhm.
like that thing.
I don't even care
Um,
who kills him. I just want him dead.
okay,
It's so funny because I'll be talking to D-Sync, who's like the actor for Facade or like
yeah.
actor player,
Mm-mm.
and I'll just be like, "I'm gonna kill you," and he's like, "I know you want to."
Yeah, yeah. Mm-mm.
It's fine. But
It
yeah, no,
is.
I've kind of planned out like a decent like character arc for them.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to say what the time skip is gonna be?
I think we spoke a bit about it's still like in theory, it's not like dead set anyway,
Mm-mm.
so we can like speculate and say it quickly,
Uh-huh.
I
I know it's
guess.
like I know it's gonna be like a few years, not a massive time jump,
Yeah,
but it
yeah,
is
a
gonna be
few
like a few
years, yeah.
years. So like right now my plan, because I'm a character designer. Character design is very important to me, as you can tell with my moth. I need to come up with like a look for them. I've been like on the
Mm-mm.
designing path right now.
which is gonna be interesting. I feel, and I don't my way of doing the thing for season 3 is just gonna be
Mm.
mostly keeping the characters the same because everything else is gonna be so changed. Aura is gonna change. The She family is gonna change, and I feel like just me staying as I am, like unbothered by everything going on because love, quote unquote. So I think it will be more interesting for my character to not change because everybody is. If
You're
that
gonna be like the uncle who tries to give therapy to everyone else
it,
who's like,
kinda,
traumatized.
yeah, yeah. Which I feel could be interesting because by being the same but in another setting entirely, that will lead us to
Mm.
so much other things.
Oh yeah, no, Samir's gonna love you. They're gonna still be very, very happy around you, and they're gonna need your support through
Yeah,
the shit
I'll do
that's they're gonna go through.
I'll
I'm
do my
giving my
best.
child PTSD.
Okay, well, okay.
Listen, this is for context for the people watching this later on. They literally watched the person who took them out on the most adventures after they mentioned that they were feeling slightly excluded.
Mm-mm.
They watched that person get blown up in front of their face in a plan that they thought was gonna go so well.
Yeah.
I feel like it's only right they have some PTSD.
Oh, no,
Mhm.
definitely, and it's blown up so much that the in-universe, you can't even like, even out of universe, like, even out of character, you couldn't even resurrect at that point.
Exactly.
Like, it's an
For
actual, like,
context.
D&D death, like, you can get your character
Exactly.
back. There is no save, there is
Mhm.
nothing, you're just dead, and that
Yeah.
was, like, so when I learned that it was that type of death, it was so harsh. I felt
Mhm.
so bad.
Oh my god, the
For
fact that he
character
knew.
is great, though.
Yeah, no. Okay, for context, because people might not know this, the pipe bomb was a banned item from our roleplay because when it exploded, it had a thing we were calling primordial fire. If you die to the fire, your character file in the game gets deleted. So we began calling it permadeath. So the bomb was forbidden unless it was for roleplay, and well, he
It was for
died.
role-playing. Yeah.
It was for roleplay. He had planned it out, and,
Mm-mm.
I watch him tweet these things out still, and I'm like, "Stop making me relive my pain!"
Yeah, yeah, no, it was like it
Oh
is a
god.
scary thing, and even for character, like, even
Mhm.
if you're like, even as a player, if you're not that much into the RP side of thing, when you realize that the person lost his
Yeah.
own character, like, definitely because and you can do
Mhm.
the sheet again because primal fire thing, like, I think even if you're not that much into RP, you realize how strong and
Oh,
how
yeah.
quote unquote unfair, because it's for lore and RP, so it works, but
Mhm.
how, like,
No,
violent that is.
dude, you watch me on my VOD, like, you can see on my
Oh,
literal
I
face.
yeah, I
Dude,
did.
oh my god, you watch me realize that it was a pipe bomb, and it's the fire thingy, and then I watch his body completely disappear, and I'm like, "No!"
Even the milk point of view is crazy, actually.
Dude,
Like,
he just ends straight.
yeah, I know. Yeah, that
And
that
I'm
that
like,
is.
"Bro, you know what? That's a good way to wrap it up." I'm like, "That's fair."
Yeah, I feel like my, like, worst moment that I sent you is, like, not even close to that violence of the thing.
Oh god, no. That like, the milk thing was just, like, a whole nother level of, like,
Yeah,
violence, I guess? Like, I know we're just a bunch of blocks in this, but holy shit, when you spend as much time as, like, we did on, like, the server, because I
yeah.
think we have, like, one of the higher times on the server.
We are up there. We
Yeah,
are
we're pretty high
definitely,
up there. We're not
yeah.
the most addicted, but we
No,
were
but
very
we
high
are in
up there.
the 10 percentile, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you bond with all these people and, like, all their characters. Like, half of these people, I met them for the first time as their character. So this was
Mm,
the only way I fucking knew them. So, like, watching someone, like, actually die that way as, like, the only way you knew them, it fuck
mm.
dude, it fucks. Oh god.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I feel like
Okay.
there is also that thing where there are those people where you wanted to answer. I mean, for me, it's the thing where I feel like I lost the possible interaction with Mill. I mean, it was so late in the story that it's not like I could have interacted that
Yeah.
much more anyway. But I interacted with them like early into the SMP and never again
Mhm.
really. And I kind of feel bad about like not being able to interact more with them. And I do feel like it's a sentiment for a bunch of people who never found the time to actually speak and RP with a few peeps they wanted to. With me being stuck at
Mhm.
the tavern, for example, I couldn't go outside as much to try and find the people I wanted to RP with. You know?
Mhm.
So if they didn't come my way, it was hard to find the
You really
RP
didn't get a
reason.
chance to talk to them. Yeah.
Yeah. Which was nice early on because early on everybody wanted this tavern, but with the whole deep mind, be careful of the food, be careful
Mm.
of the thing, the tavern basically died. Um,
Yeah, I started
w-
seeing you after that, like, be able to go outside and stuff, and I'm like,
yeah.
it's really affecting, no one wants to eat anything."
Yeah. And when I was outside in character, it was also like my depression. I want to do something else to try and change my mind
Mhm.
stuff because like my wife started to become part of the deep mind. She started to transform into a dragon. At the same time, the whole Doshi family was like, be careful because we can't block you from seeing your wife, but also we don't know what the deep mind is. So if something happens, we don't want something to happen to you. Also, we didn't tell you everything about what we know to keep you safe. So there is like the
Mhm.
whole trust issue everywhere. So I'm just like, I can't really stay at the tavern. I can't really go anywhere. I can't really talk to people. So I'm just like
I
roaming around
watched
the map.
I watched back your VOD, and I saw the wings she was supposed to have. I'm like, "Damn, I
Yeah.
wish they weren't just 2 spears sticking out her
Yeah,
back for me."
yeah, I know. Most people told. Well,
Yeah.
she tried telling people left and right. Also made like a few general things, like in general chat and stuff
Mhm.
in the Discord and stuff to explain. But it's so hard to if you don't know to do that. But yeah, no, the wings are beautiful. Also, so
Yeah,
you
no,
did
like,
watch the
I was
me like
doing the
can
thing she was telling me,
yeah,
but, like,
it
for
didn't
some
work.
reason, it just was not staying. It would always revert it back.
That's strange. But yeah. No, the
Yeah.
VODs are some moments, I swear. The last moment, like when we watched the wheat field, and I'm crying so
Oh.
I'm so I sent you like really me at like one of my worst time in this SMP. The together at the end of the whole thing like actually breaks my heart again listening to it.
Mhm. You had a
And
very emotional, like, last week of the server.
oh, but yeah.
Okay,
uh,
here's what I found funny, right? So my week was like fucking flowers and like smelling the roses first week, smelling the roses the second week, but knowing there's like a like a looming like threat.
yeah,
And then the last day, holy shit, getting stabbed, kicked down the stairs, and being punched in the gut.
yeah, yeah. That basically, I mean, for me it was just 3 last day, and the last one was like kind of
Mhm.
meh, just because I found my wife back, so my arc was like kind of finished. So I didn't have that much to be on the last day, but like the second half of the second week, like I don't know, I mean the last week was like emotion heavy compared to the first one, which is fine. I do appreciate that's another thing. I do appreciate so much the fact
Mhm.
that we had so much time to RP and explore our own things.
Yeah.
Like, because it felt like in some other RP things, you kind of don't have your own space and you are like, oh, kind of forced to be in the rhythm of the server lore that is going with or without you. So you need to follow up and be like there. And so you can't really explore your character. And I felt really more D&D inspired, like really more on the D&D side of you do your own
Yeah.
character because I know we like changed a few plot points and stuff due to like the base plot was not at all meant to be that, but Desync and Erder by playing Uffman and Facade created such a good
Mhm.
like deep lore that
They
they became the
did.
whole thing. And but
Oh
even
my
in the
god, they did such a good
individual
job.
level, oh yeah, no, they did. And even the
I was
staff,
literally telling him sorry, I was literally telling him like, "Yo, I hate you, but that means you did a good job.
yeah,
Good
no,
job."
that's true. But even the staff just to follow that up. because you still need to recognize that what you prepared will
Mhm.
not work, and you need to like swap it out to make that thing work. And because as character for us, it didn't felt like it was a new thing that just happened. It felt like it was normal and the thing
Yeah.
that was almost like ready up before even, you know? So and I think the staff overall on this whole thing have just been fantastic. Um
Mhm.
I know there are some hiccups left and right and stuff, which of course can happen, but the change log, the stability issues, never ran
Yeah.
into that like a specific thing, and even the ticket, and even like everything, even like the taking care of everybody, everybody felt like safe and stuff. Like I do really
Mhm.
appreciate like it's something you don't realize when you are a viewer, just someone that like watches the thing. But I did think the staff was wonderful on.
Oh, yeah, no, the amount of work that goes behind this is
Yeah, and
insane,
that's
like,
what led us
holy
to the
shit.
thing. And even like, yeah, adapting to the plot line and stuff, like, yeah. It's just really good.
No, yeah, like, I guess this is more for, like, the viewers, but, like, be proud of fucking everyone who, like, worked on this, who made the maps, like, the players, because like, without any of them, like, this would not be happening, and we would not be having the experience that is happening.
Mm-mm.
Because if I can say, I would see some people on, like, other people's, like, channels being like, "Why are they being so mean?" I'm like, "It's a character! It's a
Yeah.
character! It's not the person! It's the damn character!" And I feel like that's
Yeah.
something people need to, like, realize. We are playing characters. Mm.
Mm-mm-mm. Some of them are more or less, um, like close to who we are still. So that might be why some
Mhm.
people think like they're just being mean.
Yeah.
Because if you come and see my stream, you think I'm just playing myself, which is true to an extent. But I am playing like a caricature of myself. Um, I play a more dumbed down version, a more naive I than I'm actually am. A more like I
Mm.
need love type of. I'm fine with. I could be okay being alone for years in real life, but my character wouldn't. So
Mhm.
there is that whole thing, like that dependency and stuff. Who is a flow, but that helps making moments arrive. But you don't know that it is just a play on who I am if you don't know. So I
Yeah.
understand why some people would be like, "Oh, he's just mean." But I do feel like even the mean characters we had this season were so kind and respectful in the way of playing the mean guy. Because even when it was mean, it was made in a way where you can yes and the thing.
Mhm.
And that was so interesting to see because oftentimes when I see like mean people, it was like very closed as a concept. Like it was like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm evil and that's it. And next to that, there is the whole like, for example, I already said that episode one with Apollo. Lucian Lai, played by Maker.
Damn it, Apollo was first.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Apollo.
Poor Apollo. But like Lucian, like come and like explain to you, hello, inferior life forms, and give you like empties her pockets at you, but saying this is a gift for you, and then just like empties her pocket and ask like actual
Mhm.
good questions, like, oh, why are you doing this dumb little thing, little human? And because she's doing that, you still have RP reason to do so,
No,
do
yeah, I
stuff.
I loved her.
Oh
I was
yeah,
very thrown off by her at first because I was like, "What?"
yeah,
And then
no, yeah,
realized she's supposed to be like an alien type
yeah, yeah.
character, and I'm like,
Mm-mm.
"Oh, everything makes sense now. Everything made sense." I'm like, "Oh wow, okay."
Yeah, but I think that's why I taking her character as like the best example because it's easy to
Mhm.
understand. But if even if you take like more of like Lear or even Facade was still interesting to play with because even if he was like kind of glooming even early with the deals and stuff, like it was still like conversation. You could still like try to discuss the deals or see whatever, or it would just leave you be. So there is still like that degree of like, oh, that guy is gonna be evil, or is gonna have this huge mastermind piece behind. But also, I have my way
I
of talking
unfortunately
through
didn't
it.
get my chance to talk to him that often at the beginning
Yeah.
because, separate things.
Mm-mm.
Um But every time I heard him, I'm like, "Oh, you're gonna be a bad guy, aren't you? You're
Yeah.
mean, aren't you?"
Yeah. Yeah, but mean, but still in a way that is interesting to play with
Mhm.
is the thing. And I feel like the players we had did such a good job on that.
I wanna say a massive thank you to my potential theater kids that were in this server. You
Yeah.
guys and the yes ands were amazing.
Yeah.
I love you.
I did a few no and for the fun of it because it worked when I
Mhm.
was the depressed guy.
No, see, I feel like no and works, but sometimes some people would just, like, say no
You need to
and
know
just leave it
when to
there.
do a no and so
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Like, no, I here's my thing. I believe yes ands and no ands are good things as
Mm-mm.
long as you can keep it going.
Yeah,
If
no,
you just
that's
like
the thing, yeah.
one word answer me or just go, no, fuck you. I can't keep going off of that half the time.
Yeah, it can be done depending on a few
Mm-mm.
things, but like it is not like it's a knowledge check basically.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, do you have that thing because we're also talking about like facade and not talking. Was there? I think I asked you the question already, but was there like that one person you wanted to RP more with that you couldn't find the time for? I
Bruh.
know we both wanted to RP more with the other in the last few days, and we never found the time. For example,
Yeah.
but like,
um, I'd say Ote, who was played by Tay.
oh yeah, no, you're so right.
Um,
I spoke with him once, and I regret not being
yeah.
more.
No, they were so fun to be he was such a joy to be around. Like, he understood role play and, like, kept dude, the creativity in that man was amazing. Like, he had a book of actual drawings. He had, like, a bunch of freaking fanfic names in his head for the goddesses.
Mm-mm.
We did a bit at one point where we were talking about, like, our favorite book, and he just kept listing and listing different names. I'm like, "How are you doing that?" It was great. I loved
It's
it.
an impressive skill
He's
set,
so
yeah.
good. He's so good.
And that works so much with the character he
Mm.
portrayed too, which is great.
Yeah, and I was just there like, "God, I wish I had more reason to talk to you."
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah, yeah. No, I totally get that. I feel like we're all at that, like those things, and I do wanna. If season 3 happens, even if you play someone else, I do want to RP more with the guy himself because he'd add
Mm.
such a good energy into that.
I remember I went to his stream and I was expecting to hear the voice, and then he sounded like so different. I'm like, oh my god, god damn, what the hell?
He's normal.
He's normal. You're telling me he doesn't sound like a stuttering little mess? No.
No.
He's so cool. He's so cool. I'd love to hang out with him more.
Oh yeah. I had another thing. Like I still like kind of want to ask to people again. I because I think it's interesting. Of like we all have that breakpoint moment where we felt like character change. I feel in this SMP. I feel like it's kind of a universal thing
Yes.
where there was like that one
Mhm.
moment. Um, I know there is the milk death, but it's more for towards season 3. Did you have like another moment in that SMP where your character like had the breakthrough thing?
I guess when the chorus stuff started, they were trying like Samir was trying to be very like openly supportive, but like internally they're like, I kind of can't trust anyone anymore.
Mm.
Like, when everything started, I remember like they were like a tiny bit of an alcoholic at one point. Um, Samir just like went, yeah, no, I need to protect myself. We're cutting this off cold turkey, dude. I can't keep doing this.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like that chorus thing really changed a lot of people because it just kind of made them all shift to like distrust entirely.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, that was the
Mm,
plan anyway, so
yeah, yeah. But I feel
And
like that's the only other one I had. I feel like throughout the entire like series or season, for the most part, Samir kind of stayed the same, like whimsical and stuff.
mhm.
Oh, hello, Necromancer. But
Really? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Um, the one last thing because we are still closing on to the 45 minutes. Um, uh, it's gonna be a two-parter. First is like, what is your takeaway of that whole thing? What is the thing you wanna like? If there was the one thing that is, or if I need to do a summary of the whole thing, or like the one thing that changed in me, or that showed me hope, or anything, like what was the one thing? Could be a personal one. It could not be like an in character thing. Could be like an out of character, like for you, for your streams or anything. What is this thing you take?
playing that like for one episode. And then the second thing was right before this, but I role played for like 2 days. It was like a hightail server, but like no one else was role playing because it was optional role play, and most of the people did not care for the role play.
Mm,
Um, so this was technically like my first like actual event where everyone is role playing, everyone's respecting people role playing. So I finally got that like
good
chance to
RP
role play a
session.
character. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I've learned that I surprisingly really enjoy it.
Mm-mm.
And I would like to do more.
I mean, yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, and season
And
3 will
to
be a good start
and
anyway.
fuck block bench, thumbs up.
That it's fine.
Ugh.
It's annoying to learn, but it looks fine. I say that because I didn't like try it too much.
Yeah, yeah, me looking at my character. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
trying.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna ask Duber, Dougie, to help me for next season, and that's
Mm.
it.
Me and Dougie pulling our hair out, trying to figure out our stuff for our character together.
Mm.
I'ma just ask Dougie. Listen, just ask him ahead of time, please. I can't have him going through so much stress again.
Oh, I'm not gonna. No, I'm waiting on knowing more of the lore thing before, like, say. But once I
Mm.
know where we're going for season 3 with Aura and the family, I'm at that point. I'll look. I just need to know where they want to go because, as I said, if
Yeah.
everybody's changed a lot, I feel like it's funny to not change at all and play the same guy.
Mhm.
But if they want to, depending on what they want to do, I might just keep something really normal.
Yeah, I was gonna
Or
try.
change a lot. I don't know.
I wanna see because I have a place I want to take Samir. Um, I'm not gonna say too much because I haven't really asked him yet, but I wanna check in with Salu or Crunch
Hmm.
on a thing because I have a plot idea that would have the two of us working together for something, but
Yeah, but they need
I
to be
need to
on
check
par
in
with
with
that.
him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So right
Okay.
now it's just an idea.
Yeah. I mean, you even if it was more set up, I would understand you not wanting to talk about it right now already.
Mm-mm-mm.
The last thing, and this is a free thing. This is the your free space of the night of the day. You can say anything you want that is not gonna get us banned. No, you can say everything you want. It could be a takeaway,
Ye
it could be a life lesson, could be like just there. And you can also plug your where people can find you for more. This is your slot to do anything for a bit.
Ugh. Uh, drink some water, be nice to yourself, be nice to others. You don't know what someone's going through until you've been in their shoes. Take care of yourself and take care of others. We're all people on this weird ass planet, you know. I think it's important that we're all as nice to each other as possible. Um, what else?
I mean,
Uh,
that's already nice.
Protect your mental health. Your mental health comes first.
Yeah, really important thing.
Talk to people about your feelings, but not your streamers because they're not therapists. I need to point that out before people start doing that.
Talk to people close to you about how you feel.
Yes, yes. Be open with your people because support groups are great. Sorry, I'm a very big advocate for mental health.
Well,
It's the
please,
psychology
please
major
be.
in me.
Yeah, no, you need to. Like, it is important.
um, what else? What else am I able to say?
I don't know, whatever. Like, it is the free space. Like, if you.
I'm slushy ghost on everything. Hi. I don't know. Oh no.
Yeah, no, that
Hi,
works.
I'm slushy.
Hi, Slushy.
Me.
Okay, hi, Slushy. So we
Me.
restart the whole podcast again because you said hi. Okay, so hello.
Hi, hey
Hello,
y'all. Oh
everybody.
my god,
Hello.
we're here for a podcast.
We're here for a
Yay.
podcast. No, but yeah, no, thank you so much for going for episode 2.
Yeah.
Uh,
And I
I
just need
re-
to say, if Apollo's watching this, fuck you for taking the first slot.
I mean,
I wanted to be the first episode.
there was time beforehand, so you know.
Yeah, I know that's my own fault. I just, anyways. He's
Yeah.
telling me in your face. It's fine. And meanie pants. It's okay. He's in my chat.
It is fine. No, but really, thank you for taking some of your time to be on
Yeah.
Bench Podcast. I really do appreciate it.
The
And
bench
the
cast.
Bench Cast.